Hey everyone, Ian here, Mandershed Media, and we're back in Mopar land. But I want to take this time really much to thank everybody so much for 2024 was amazing. So 2024, for Mandershed Auto Appraisals and the Mandershed Media YouTube channel, it was the best I could possibly ask for. So with that, we started January with some super exciting news, more me personally, I suppose, but the Hemi's ready. So after 15 months, the Hemi that's going back into our Roadrunner, our 70 Roadrunner, is done. So this video is going to show you the dyno pulls. It was done at ABS in Regina, which again, I'm super thankful that Bruce was able to take on my engine. He's got lots going on. He is very, very busy, and he is, 46 years he was at his current location and had a shop prior to that. So basically for 50 years, he's been in the muscle car or engines, realm, and he did amazing work. So the engine, what it pulled was 431 horsepower, I think was the max, and 491 foot-pounds of torque, and that was in between 46 and 5,800 RPM. And I just want bone stock. That's all I wanted. I'm not racing this car or anything, but now when you open the hood, everything is 1970. Jordan in Toronto, he hooked me up with carburetors, distributor. Joe White did the distributor for me. And the exhaust manifolds, they all came from Jordan. So again, never met him in person yet, but talked to him plenty of times on the phone, and we go back and forth, and he's super good. I mean, he's doing 7 1971 Hemi cars right now, so he knows his stuff, and he's been a wealth of information and just a really good friend. I happened to, find him just kind of, through the internet. So Jordan's been amazing to help get that Hemi back to where it is. The heat tubes, I mean, when I pulled the engine out, it was 1969 valve covers, 1968 carburetors. They were Hemi carburetors, but the distributor was electronic ignition. It didn't have the heat pipes going down from the intake manifold down to the exhaust manifold. So all of this stuff has been corrected, or in the process of being corrected. So I took the engine out to Radical Restorations to get detailed and brought this one back. So there's going to be some really slick videos coming up on this 71 Charger RT. And if you've been following on the channel, you would have seen it in the beginning stages, in the middle stages, and now it's at the 98% done stages. So I'm super excited to show you this one. There's plenty of videos on this one here right now behind me, but a real numbers matching 70 Challenger TA. Like, I'm just super blessed and grateful. The last few years of where we've been able to take the YouTube channel and my appraisal company, lots of new friends, great everything. So what I want you to just sit back and relax and listen to the sweet ear candy of the dyno pulls. I love the dyno room. When I went to Indy Auto in Montreal, maybe like 7 or 8 years ago now, when Nick had 440 on the dyno, I knew that's my happy place. So I've been there twice now to Montreal to see Nick at Indy Auto. So Nick's Garage on YouTube. So yeah, he's super good. So yeah, Bruce let me into the dyno room. So these are the videos I took. This would have been like January 5th when this happened. So yeah, just sit back and enjoy. And thanks again, everybody, for sharing, liking, subscribing, all the stuff that comes with this. And it's truly a passion. It's the money's not the thing. It's absolutely 100% passion, and to deliver this to you, the best of my abilities, along with much assistance just the same. So thanks for watching. Enjoy.
Nothing wrong with racing.
No. Well, it's a bit of a niche market, I guess. But
Yeah.
So this engine was put together quite a few years ago, and there's really no timeline. I don't know exactly when, But this is a warning for engine builders out there, or people who are, dabbling in engines. What they use is called lubriplate. And the lubriplate was super common for a lubricant that you would use to assemble an engine that was going to be fired in the very near future. So that's what they used, lubriplate. Now, I am sure this engine has been sitting at least 15 years and never moved once in that 15-year span. So, problem that happened, and the pictures here are depicting, it's just disassembled. You can't really see very well, but the lubriplate was basically gelled, turned into like a solid form almost. It wasn't lubricant at all. It was more of a seizing device. So everything had to be completely disassembled, and then went through the hot tank and got dunked again, and got through the dishwasher. And so there was a major amount of hours in just cleaning the new stuff, because it wasn't. And back then, that's what everybody used, was lubriplate. But the intent was that you were going to build this engine, assemble this engine, and then light it up, within a few weeks. So weeks turn into months, months turn into years, and this is the result. Is, the engine was in really good shape. It turns out it's about 10.25 to 1 compression, or 10 to 1 compression. I don't have those exact figures, but when Bruce did all the measuring, it's well enough for premium fuel. I don't need to run any kind of additive plus premium. Now, he did mention that we want a non-ethanol premium, which that is getting hard to find right now. Co-op definitely has a non-ethanol premium, Tempo, and that's what he's been using in his dyno, and he tests it regularly to make sure it's still no ethanol. And if you look at the pumps, those companies don't have a sticker on it that say, may contain up to 10% ethanol. So, as old car stuff and carburetors, we do not want ethanol in anything. It's a horsepower robber is basically what it is in the short form. So anyway, the engine all got re-cleaned. It's a 40 over engine, which I think I already mentioned. We changed camshaft. It's a flat tappet hydraulic camshaft. We're using HR1 oil, so 15W50 conventional oil. This is what Bruce recommends in any regular street-driven, old-school, classic car, which we've been switching over at Ribs. We've been switching them all over to HR1 oil. It's a high zinc oil, which is what's needed in these flat tappet hydraulic camshaft scenarios. If you're running roller, you have a lot less concern of what kind of oil you're using. But to go roller in that Hemi was another $4,000 more, and I just couldn't. I'm not going to use it as much, and I'm not looking to race it. I just want to enjoy it, and so I kept it, pretty well stock. So then, looking at the dyno sheets, it did what I expected, kind of. I was thinking it would be a little bit more, but again, to me, I'm not racing this car. It's not a big deal. So it was 431 horsepower, and it pretty much hung around that number from 4,600 RPM all the way to 5,800 RPM. And I think the maximum amount of torque that it made was 489 or 490 foot-pounds of torque, in that same range. So now looking at the stock numbers, well, it's 425 horse at just about, I think it's 500 foot-pounds of torque. So, it's extremely close to the advertised numbers back in the day. So I'm super happy with it. I'm forever thankful that Bruce was willing to take on my engine. He's got engines everywhere, as you can see in the video. So just to be able to have him put his fingerprints on it, his DNA on it, I'm super grateful. So it got delivered to Bob at Radical Restorations. It is in the process of getting detailed. I need a couple of small odds and sod pieces, because I'm making it, or trying to create, an all original looking 1970 Hemi. So that's, although it's not numbers matching to the car, because that one was blown up a long time ago, this, when you open the hood, it's going to be everything right, except the VIN that is stamped on the block is out of a 70 Charger RT. So anyway, thanks for watching. Appreciate everybody out there. And soon the snow will be gone and we can get back to business in Saskatchewan for cruising around. So take care. Bye for now.